Welcome back to Game of Groans. Today we're back with one of our great analysis videos for the NBA. Now, before we get into the video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a bunch. We're trying to get to a bunch of subscribers, as many as we can, and we can't do that without your help. So if you're a fan of the NBA and you want to learn about basketball and be caught up with all the news, trades, signings, games, and everything, make sure to subscribe. So today's video, we're going to be talking about the Golden State Warriors and how I think they're a serious contender, and not many people are talking about them, even though they were a dynasty just a couple seasons ago. Now, so here's what happened, right? So, first I want to talk about the draft. They drafted Moses Moody and Jonathan Kuminga with the 7th and 14th pick, 2 lottery picks, and they were both, in my opinion, steals. Kuminga played on the G League Ignite team last season, and he has so much potential that once Draymond Green retires, they'll have a great backup behind him, with Wiseman also there, so they could have a great front court. And Moses Moody, who played last season at Arkansas, was a great player there, and they got him at 14. He's 19, and he's a great all-round shooting guard. And I think the Warriors got a steal there as well. So I think they won the draft, even though some people are saying they lost it. And also, I want to talk about, so I think, obviously, people are forgetting that Klay Thompson's going to be back for next season. So their starting lineup would be, if no trades happen, it would be Steph, Klay, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and James Wiseman. That's a championship team. If Wiseman can improve and Klay's still at least a little bit of what he was, I think that's a very solid team. They also locked up Curry to a humongous contract, which is awesome for them. I didn't think Steph Curry would leave, but this is great because they even get more secure with Curry, $215 million, which is insane. And I think they waived Alan Smailagic, and I think some underrated stuff. They signed Amani Bielitsa and Otto Porter Jr. to minimum contracts, which are great signings for the minimum. And I think those are a little underrated. They also got Chris Chiozza, who could be a replacement because Nico Mannion left them for some reason, which was kind of confusing. And yeah, the Warriors are pretty interesting. So I think honestly, they're getting more depth. They still have Gary Payton II, and if the Splash Brothers can be the Splash Brothers, I think they'll be a tough out in the Western Conference. Steve Kerr's still the coach. They're still, but they're gonna have to face off against the good people of the West, which will be crazy for them because they have to face off against the Lakers, Clippers. I don't know if they're gonna do against them or the Jazz or the Nuggets. But they also forgot to mention they lost Kent Bazemore to the Lakers after he turned down years and money more and for just a minimum contract. And they traded Eric Paschall to the Utah Jazz for some cash considerations and a draft consideration, which I think is an interesting choice because I really like Eric Paschall. Well, anyway, that's a wrap for today's video, and that's why I'm saying the Golden State Warriors, with their underrated signings, Bielitsa, Porter Jr., Chris Chioza, Curry back, and Thompson coming back, will be a good contender and could possibly go all the way. See you next time. Game of Groans.